What's good, Grey Gang? We're out here today. Like, listen, guys, I know that I've like semi-recently passed 200K, and that's awesome, but I will say one thing, you know, things are about to change on this channel, and I'm serious, okay? I'm serious. I scheduled these changes, you know, for whenever I hit 200K. However, I've done hit 200K, and I am postponing the changes until a later date. But anyways, we're out here, you know, whenever we was trapping last video, I caught a possum. Now, like I said, I was wanting a coon, guys. I really wasn't wanting a possum. I knew it was a possibility, but, you know, like I said, I don't want a possum. I honestly don't know why, but Mamie quoted, I ain't eating no possum. But, I mean, if it was up to me, I'd eat it, guys. Mamie, not so much. And don't worry, guys. If you want to see a possum catch and cook, hey, I'm all for it. But I guess just not this year. But anyways, like y'all see, you know, hey, we caught a possum. Now, he is right here in the dog-proof trap since he's not a targeted animal. And, you know, trapping season's almost over. And, you know, they do have fur right here, but it's not fur like you'd want. I'm going to let him go for a few reasons. One, just because, like I said, I'm having a little mercy on this guy. I'm just going to let him go today. And two, I want to show y'all that, you know, traps, they don't hurt the animal. Whenever I let him go, he's going to go climb a tree. Or honestly, he's a possum, so he'll probably just play possum for a few hours. But I am going to let him go. Ain't that right, Pity Possum? Putty Possum. We got a putty possum. Oh, boys, he's getting scary now. Fun fact of the day. The last time I got bit by a possum, it was on this same tree. So I'm going to be a little bit more protective today and not get too close to his mouth. I still have that scar today, people. And actually, I'm going to show you right here. You see that one right there? That one right there that the arrow's pointing at? That was a possum bite. That possum is now dead. However, I really don't think this guy's going to be much of a problem. I'm just going to stick a... I'm just going to get a stick it in his mouth, then step on the trap, you know, with my foot and let him go. And then I may even show you his arm if he'll cooperate. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I ain't going to get close to, you know, breaking my... I ain't going to get bit again. I ain't doing that. Not today. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Since you can see, like, he's tangled up around the tree, and he doesn't have any slack. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrangle, be the possum whisperer as I was last year. Give him a little bit of, you know, space right here. That way, you know, we can get out here and work with him. See, now he's like that. He can move around a little bit more. He's already trying to climb the tree. Like, bro, let me at least get you out of the trap first. We're going to try not to get bit right here, but if we do, hey, part of the process, I guess. Ain't. I believe we can get him right here. We just got to be extra careful. Apply the perfect pressure. There you go, bud. And there he goes. We got him out, didn't need to catch pole. And as you can see, like his foot right there, yeah, a few hairs are gone, but his foot's, you know, completely not broken at all. And it's fully operable or operatable or something, whatever it means, like you can use it. That possum is fine. See, he's sitting there standing on his leg. It's perfectly fine, guys. But while that possum there figures out where he is right now, I'm going to go back, get a little bit of bait, and, you know, just give him some time to get off the trap area. But we're going to come back in here. This is where I kept my bait and a few traps just, you know, at hand. I'm looking down in there, and I'm realizing very quickly that I don't have enough bait to set it back. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to, you know, kick the possum around, get him moving. That way, you know, he can go on and realize that he's, you know, out of a trap. And then I'll come back later tonight whenever I actually have some bait with me, and I'll just set it back then. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. You're being evicted here. You're being evicted. Let's go, puppy. Let's go, possum. He doesn't really realize that he's out of the trap, even though he is. But while this guy's actually out of the trap and everything, here's a little, you know, little close-up of what a possum looks like whenever he's trying to eat me. You know, I mean, he's actually purring a little bit if you'll listen. And no, guys, I don't have any monopod or any selfie stick. I'm really getting this close to a possum. I've had a lot of experience with possums, and I can tell that this guy's not going to charge. But he is waving his head like crazy, so I don't really know what that means. Okay, buddy, I'm just gonna tell you. You're free. You're no longer in custody. You're free to go. Just take whatever you came here with, which is probably nothing, and just go on. Your house is probably right there, so, you know, just go on, buddy. But anyways, he's not trying to move anywhere. He's just gonna stay there until he figures, okay, there he goes. Maybe he'll move, probably not. Some people just never get it, guys. Some people just never get it. I guess some possums won't, but still. But anyways, while that possum right there tries to regain his composure, we're actually gonna go out and do a little bit of bass fishing. As y'all know, it's February right now, and I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's like legit 75 degrees, and I think I'm even sweating up top. But anyways, we're gonna get out there and, you know, just try to get us a bass. honestly, they should be cruising right now, which if they are, we will be in good shape. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna try to make this as simple as possible. Boom, we're at a pond. Here we have a mystery tackle box. Now we're gonna open it up a little bit. I'm gonna show you what's in it, and then we're gonna pick something out of here to fish with. Okay, let's see what we got. First thing, we open it up. First thing I pull out, some Biospawn Exo Sticks. Now these are in fighter shad, or maybe feeder shad. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I do know that they are named after, you know, a pro fish. But these are sort of like a transparent shad color, so maybe not the best, you know, color for this color water, because I don't know if you saw it or not, but like it's actually like really muddy, so probably not the best option. And then right here we have some little 2-aught little wacky worm hooks right there. We'll probably be using those today. Right here looks like we got this little Ven rig. It's from like Venom Lures. It's like a little Ned rig, but it's like a little crawbait instead of a traditional Ned rig. Right in here we actually got like a little 10-foot, maybe little jerkbait, something like that by Berkeley. Then right here, which actually did catch my eye, it's a little goey bait, but what it is it's not transparent at all. Okay, I don't know what you'd call this color, but it's a solid color, which means it should silhouette well in this dirty water. We're probably going to use this, and then, you know, finishing off the box right here, we have a little jig right there, a little lipless crankbait, pretty small one, which we may be using here in a little bit, and then these right here. Now on my rod right now, I do have just a plain wacky hook, and I was planning to fish these little, you know, Exo Sticks, but once I got here and saw how muddy the water was, I've actually changed my mind here a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, so here's what's going to go down. One, I've got just a plain Jane wacky worm hook on my rod right now. I've got these goby baits right here, and these little, I don't know, little spinner things, little blades right there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to redneck rig this to death, okay? I'm just going to pull it out. Originally, it's a little goby bait, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bite this right here. Okay, there it is. It's bit off. So now right here, it has a good flat base. Now these right here, these little legs, they do unattach a little bit, but you do got to be careful with them because, you know, and then they'll flap around like that right there. And I'm just going to leave this and tell you what, I'm just going to flap it over too. So now it's like that. We have 2 flappers out here on the arms and a flat base. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of these and screw it in the flat base. Reach it down in here. Since the water is dirty, I want to go for a lot of vibration. So that means I'm going to pull out the Colorado blade, which is this big wide one right here. If I solely going for flash and didn't really need much vibration, I'd go with this willow leaf blade right there. Now here we go, guys, the moment of truth. I'm just gonna screw it in. Like there's nothing special about it, because I'm actually turning like sort of a little soft plastic swim bait, and I'm turning it into like a hybrid with like a spinner bait blade and everything. And of course, if we do fish around a little bit, don't get any bites, I will be changing up, you know, just trying to catch a fish today. We got us a nice little rig. I'm not sure if it'll work, but hey, we're gonna try it. Okay, guys, newsflash. This didn't work as good as I thought it would. What I'm actually going to do is go back to plan A, which is originally, you know, just fish that little Exo Stick wacky rig, except what I'm going to do is, you know, instead of just a plain Jane wacky rig, what I'm going to do is take this blade out of this bait and actually put it into one side of the Exo Stick. And now right there, that's what we're dealing with. Just a little wacky worm with a little blade on the end, just, you know, for some added flash and vibration. And, you know, as we're walking over here to the honey hole, if you'd like your own mystery tackle box, or maybe you're just thinking about it, but not exactly 100% on it, use my promo code right here. It's just all caps, Gray Gang, and it'll actually get you like $10 off your first box. That means that if you get the standard bass box, you're gonna get your first box for $5. And I can tell you right now, a pack of those Exo Sticks, they cost more than $5. So, you know, do a little mental math, you're getting a good deal, guys. But right up here is where we're heading. I don't know if you can see that, but you can probably hear some wind. What that wind is doing is blowing in the warm air all the way across this. That way, all the warmer water is actually gonna be collecting right up here at the, you know, the end of the pond. And I know y'all can't see it right now, but there's a whole lot of fish just right up in the top of the water column, just like I was saying. Now, I'm not saying that they're all bass. I definitely see some bluegill, and I even seen some big grass carp, but usually where there's most of the fish, oh, never mind, boys. I see the bass. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think we should get one right here. As long as they're, you know, in a hungry mood, I should get one for sure. But anyway, soft entry right here, this is very critical because they're all on the top of the water column. If I sling my bait in there and it cannonballs, I could ruin all my shots. We gotta have a really nice soft presentation right there. You know, just let it sit, let it be still, and, you know, we'll just try to get us one right here. We either will or we won't. Okay guys, we're actually going to be doing the verse of the week outside just because I want to change it up a little bit, and you know, the sun is still out a little bit, so we can. Not gonna lie guys, usually during the verse of the week, it's dark outside, so I sort of have to go down in the basement. But anyway, this verse of the week, it's like, you know, it's happened like this a lot lately, but it's not a single verse, but it's actually a passage of verses, and I'm just going to summarize them for you. But if you really want to go back and read them what they exact say, it's from Acts chapter 3, verses 1 through 10-ish. So here's what's happened, okay? You got Peter and you got John, and you know, they're doing their thing, they're in town, you know, they got their priorities, they're going up to the temple and they're praying every single day, then they're going back and doing whatever they do for the day, you know. Well, every day that they walk up to the temple, they pass this beggar, and you know, they never really talk to him, so they always assume that, you know, he was just wanting money, so they'd walk by and say, no money today, and keep on going. They just saw the beggar actually as a distraction. Well, it turns out that one day, you know, they're walking over and they see the beggar and they're like, he's here again, let's just check him out. So they went over and they basically said to him like, hey, we don't have any money, but we'll give you the power of Jesus. And then he reached down, gave him some kind of bro fist, you know, grab, pulled him up, and boom. And did I mention the guy was like crippled for like 20 years? He jumped up and started running around and jumping. That's a miracle right there. But the key in those verses is that, you know, like I said, they had priorities. They were going to the temple every single day, and they saw this man over here. They saw the beggar as a distraction. And little did Peter and John know that God's purpose for them that day was actually in a distraction in that man. And what that shows to us is that sometimes God will use our distractions to get our attention. So here's what I want y'all to do as you go out through the week. So, you know, you may be going to work, you may be going to school, and every single day there's this one thing that always gets on your nerves. It's like, what if his name's Johnny? Oh my gosh, Johnny, first period. And by the way, guys, in my first period in real life, I do have a boy named Johnny, but that's not who I'm talking about, guys. I'm just making up a guy named Johnny. Maybe for your scenario. My Johnny, yeah, he's a good guy. I ain't got no problem. But let's say you got a Johnny in your first period. You know, you may be going along. He just always gets on your nerves. That may be getting on your nerves for a reason. God may be trying to use the guy who gets on your nerve for, you know, to let you know what's up. Because like I said, God will use our distractions to get our attention. Now, what God's trying to let you understand through your distraction, I don't know. That's personally up to you and God, but I just want you to go out this week, look through all your distractions, understand that your distractions could, you know, be God trying to get to you. At least give them a second thought, you know, maybe think about them a third time if you really want to. And you never know, guys, they could be a little special blessing waiting right there for you. But anyways, people, I guess that's about all. This may have been a short video. I'm sorry that we didn't catch any fish. And remember earlier in the video, however, I said, like, this isn't going to be the 200K video. The next video is, well, Monday, it's going to be the official 200K video, even though it pretty well passes up pretty good. We're gonna go back in time and act like, you know, I hit 200K Monday. That's the plan anyways. I'll see you then. Hashtag no outro.